It's a blessing. So those words are uttered to me. You know, those words are uttered to God. You know, pleasant words. Okay. You know, constructive words are okay. Uplifting words are okay. You know, but ultimately glorifying and praising God is paramount. And those are true. So yeah, I can definitely feel. You know, how it is. To a certain degree. And then there's a lot of magnifying on me, magnifying glass on me, and I'm under it, in order to dig or try to, make applications to my statements, thinking, try to figure out what I'm thinking and what I'm gonna do next, and it's just a lot of extra, but that comes with it, fame, though. So that ain't something I'm complaining about. I just wanted to be clear as to what it is. I want the object and the subject and, the nature of, what's at hand to be evident in itself, and not to be misconstrued as something that is not, or something else. So that's the point of this illumination sequence right here. And, it's not, that's what it is, man. I don't have to, and that's another thing, like with me and my identity thing, if I see that that's something that, that's a recurring thing that, Satan attempts to try to make, obscure or to make it seem as though it's ungraspable. I mean, it's simple as what it say or who I say, I mean, it ain't no need of constant reiteration of constants. You feel me? A constant is a constant. That's just the way it is. I'm not, I don't have to continuously clarify something that's been proved hundreds of times already. So as far as like that concerned, I give up. I'd rather just be me. And those who don't want to hear, they're gonna be misled. And then when they get misled, they're gonna end up being misled into the fire. But that's something I have no control of. I did my part. As for identity, it's not something I'm trying to prove or convince anybody of. I'm just clearly just, professing what God told me, what God tells me, about myself, in order that, it won't be no confusion in that regard. And that's true, man. I ain't got no, everybody, it is what, I'm saying, things are what they are, and are not what they are not. It's not like I'm getting any added benefit from society to say, okay, this is, if logic, then, it's just, I mean, it's not for any kind of reward, that's just a known fact, just like the sky is blue, grass is green, snow is white, space is dark, space is a vacuum, the sun is bright, it's just known things, so I'm a logic, and it ain't, it's not for my benefit or my gain, that's just, I mean, it's misperceived or misconstrued. But it's only by certain vessels, though, like certain things in the earth that Satan uses as a conduit, for his work. And it's some recurring faces that continue to stay on my case, just satanically and irrationally, and ultimately go lead many people, astray. But at the end of the day, all I can do is my assignment, and I continue doing that, no extra, no less. I'm not people, saying on there, a human, saying like it's so much confusion regarding that. It's a confusion because there's a gap between what some want to be the case and what actually is the case. There's two, gaps in that. And there's other things that I'm not even paying attention. It's like there's other things that's not even in my realm of perception because it's so ridiculous. Like certain condemnation attempts at condemning me and all types of it's a lot that's at stake, and then, it's a lot that's in progress, actually, in action, that's from hell, it's straight out of hell, just like lies. And so there's more things. It comes to a certain matter of prioritizing. Y'all understand what's important, what it ain't, and what ain't important. And that's just, what it is. Like, there could be more than one thing important. It just depends on what God considers more important for a season or for assignment, for a time, a point in time. And it's not disregarding or writing off anything that's not important. It's all in the sight of God's eye. God is ultimate, is infinitely wisdom, wise. He contains all the wisdom, universe, infinite amount. And so he decides. I know, some of the options, that I possess, like, paths that I could go, things that I could embrace. But I made the active decision to allow God to be the head of my life. And, God trained my hands to war. God is my vindicator. That's something that God is his own. You feel me? God is a conscious entity. He makes his own decisions. Just a vessel in tune and alignment with him. My life is about staying in that alignment. When there's something I'm unsure about, I put it in God's hand, and then he always brings clarity to it, for me. Then I'm able to accurately pray. There's no reason, towards anybody. I hate nobody. Towards nobody. I hate the devil. And I dislike every form of darkness, and I hate all darkness and unjust measures. I hate evil. I hate malice. I hate deceit. I hate all of these things because Satan, originates. And I'm not afraid to say that. I do hate darkness. But I don't hate humans. You know, you know, we have to let our lives speak for us. When our mouth and our words, can only go so far. Our actions, our lives, speak for us. Speak multitudes, actually. And then when you get to a certain point spiritually, as you get in turn, you come to see that there's a certain, what's the word? Like there's a certain point, threshold. Yeah, there's a certain threshold that you realize where things go. It stops being physical, then it becomes spiritual, and that can regard conflicts, or that can regard misunderstanding, disagreements, or it could regard good, but in the most obvious sense, it regards to derision and things of this nature, contentious. You realize that some things are beyond physical realm. like, there's gonna be something there that you physically you have no control. And that's the existence of the spiritual world. Because you realize that there's a realm beyond, intellectualism, but beyond human intellect and human wisdom. That, and there's battles. The battle extends to that point. Almost every battle, it extends to that point, and that's a point that's only accessible or only discernible through the power of the Most High and the Holy Spirit. And from that point, we can see, we can see into the, the will of God, through Him. Like many things, that's perceived to be a certain way in the world, like as far as like, just clear cut, like this idea of apprehension, at the thought of carnality. To me, it's ludicrous. Like, it's just ridiculous, because we know that God is all powerful. He created all things, the atmosphere, universe. So He knows the future and the present and the past. All of it is, He sees all of it at once, So, we just can see the past and the present. God can see the future too. He knows where we're gonna end up. And sometimes He allows us to see too. Those of His Spirit, depending on the annoyance and all. But there's a dark way to see it too. But that's abomination to God, like the occult and mediums and consulting with the evil, with the dead and stuff. All that is abominable, to the Lord. Yikes, all that. He wants us to just rely on Him solely. But as I get up out of here today, though, I show, I want it to be known that God is more high, the Most High. Praise the Lord. Everlasting. I'm still in it. Just it's a test of time and a season now for communion. Fellowshipping with the Lord. Want to be in His presence and talking and praying to Him ceaselessly. Get an understanding of what He wants done and what He wants said, or just everything, how He wants you to live and things. And that's mainly what I'm in. I'm in a point of just meditating with God and just listening and learning, what I can spiritually, as a person. Because life, like the twists and turns in life, God already been there. Everywhere at once,